being able to stack 2 units without losing the legend.
There he is.
Which he can't do that. There he is.
He looks a little uncomfortable. I mean, the setup can't be easy, and there's the language barrier and everything, right?
No, I got this. He got this.
Yeah, he's got his translator, or not translator, but like a guy that the judge that's gonna be speaking English to him, the third judge, sitting there helping him understand what they need him to do.
而且我发现一个点，高手都是原皮，有没有发现？比如说，上场也是呀。
I think it's Warren's first for George, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. So he is. He did stay this direction, which is Warren's main deck Mundo, but I think it's only one copy. I don't think it's more than one.
Okay.
If he is only on one Mundo, he could just not draw it.
Yeah, it's possible.
And then he'll be in the real tough spot.
No, this is the finals, Marshall. This is the grand final. George has made the finals.
Yep.
And we're still rolling the die in the final.
Alright, George.
That's what I like to see.
E on Obelisk. Fox.
There is a
double
chance,
smoke screen. At least we found a 2-drop.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Has to be going.
Oh, we don't mulligan away Fox though.
I think he's on 3 copies of Fox. Which maybe you're still not supposed to mull Fox, but
I saw Ace not mull it away with 0 units.
Oh, I know, but I think the strat for George is to be a lot faster. Like he needs to be very fast because he does not have the top end that like
Ace has.
Oh, they have to fist bump.
Yeah.
Careful, George. You can't start yet. Got to fist bump.
There he goes. Remembered. Oop, that's.
Clearance, buddy. Clearance.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he doesn't understand what they're saying.
Battlefields. Are they gonna judge call this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not giving him his room.
There is no way that they're going to
I don't think
have a 10-minute judge call because he forgot to channel his third rune.
Huh?
There is and he has not taken an action yet.
No, he drew his card. That's it.
There is no way. There is no way.
I don't know what's happening.
They do not care.
He's gonna get a game loss for this.
Imagine.
Like imagine he gets a game loss.
No.
George, not like this.
What?
Yeah, no, this is actually insane in my opinion, but that's okay.
You're saying he missed the obelisk trigger?
They're saying he missed the obelisk trigger.
I mean, he started with 2 less runes. That's like literally game breaking.
I hope he is not too tilted from this, but that is really tilting.
Yeah, no. No.
Wow. Judges are actually paid actors. Someone check their PayPal. No, I'm kidding, but this is a massive disadvantage. We're starting 2 runes down.
What if we still win? Thoughts?
I mean,
if we still win, that is okay.
That would be
We'll
sick.
do X-ray, stupefy for the first Poro push.
We discarded Hex, right?
He has another one in hand.
I mean, these are
On the left, is that a Sprite Mother or what was that card?
No, it's a smoke screen.
Oh, it's a smoke. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
the
It was the
smoke
smoke that was kept.
Yeah, this is the situations where it's like you just need to have the practice to be able to keep a cool head here. Because if you tilt, like, this game is just losing.
I'm out here. Right here, I'm out. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I am not present in that moment anymore.
Yeah, but you have to be present. I mean, otherwise you're just gonna lose this game.
It's the final, Gooey, you know? You gotta be able to lock in, take it down.
I can do it, I can do it.
Can't let anything rattle you. It makes the story even better when you win, you know?
Literally.
If he wins this game, then I mean...
I guess we run our laser into the Defy if it's there, and that's fine. And just say... Trade with me, I guess?
Is there Defy? Does he have
it? He does have one. Yeah. He has Defy and on guard.
Also, unfortunately, the Defy now. Also, just it is good though, like a little bit for George, because we are making Yi untap with 7 next turn, which is relevant. Okay, there's the
probably charm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is slightly disgusting, to be honest. But forcing Yi to use a lot of power wounds.
Oh, okay. You forgot the warrants trigger. That's what they're talking about. You forgot the warrants trigger, so it doesn't get to.
So what now?
I mean, like, sure, okay. Like, there's no way they let him trigger it now. Like, I mean,
right?
We have to apply the same ruling.
It's weird because like the trigger is mandatory, so like just because he skips it, like it could be beneficial for him to skip it, right? Like,
oh yeah.
You have to make him do the trigger. It's like missing it is.
The obelisk is also mandatory.
No, I know. There's no.
Yeah, but here it's different. Here it's like. Yeah.
It's weird because like warrens can be detrimental to you, so accidentally missing it could actually just be cheating. Whereas
missing obelisk is not cheating at all.
It's always better for you to do obelisk. Student doesn't get the +1 because the spell got defied.
And yeah, they don't let him trigger it. Void Seeker, we do have the on guard here, protecting it. But there is the Stupefy.
Yeah, you can...
So this is fine.
You can just call in...
Do we have a 2-drop?
You call him stupid.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We
can tap deck it.
You call him stupid and you pass the turn. Well, unless you find a 2-drop. Which there are a lot in this deck. So...
True. We have Fox though, which is not bad. If we found 2-drop, I think we stabilize. Oh, we found 2-drop. That's insane.
That's the best one.
And George is playing 3 hopeful last I talked to him. Which is what I mean by like this deck is a lot faster. It's like 3 hopeful. It should be 7 2-drops.
A Cleave, a Fox, and I can't quite make out the 3rd card there. Okay, Faithful can Coral. Discarding the Coral.
Yeah, the thing is like George is kind of fine because this draw has been... I mean, it's only 2 cards for Yi. There's no initial draw for him. The Feyfolk is actually just a phenomenal pickup for Yi, though. Because that will cycle itself.
But he is passing this turn, so that, like, this might...
Yeah, he's on 6 runes. He actually just has no place. Right, he has Feyfolk and he has Discipline. I think
there could be...
Ray is really not bad at all. Ray is really not bad. I mean, like this gets like it's gonna get disciplined, right? But being able to start with Ray, you still have Smokescreen to just kill this thing.
Yeah, we're finding the right answers. Yeah. We can actually eventually try to empty our hands and draw with Zon at some points.
I mean, it's gonna take a sec though, because you have this this Fox.
Yeah, just on 1 turn probably.
Cleave and keep the Smokescreen. I like it. Yep. Because he's probably playing around the Dead Blooms. He knows they're there.
Yeah.
We talked about them briefly. I just gave like quick spark notes about this deck to George before the match. He was asking me.
Okay, if we were going to cleave though, why did we just lead with Ray? I guess you wanted to save the cleave and
well, yeah, if you can,
No, because
if you get to just
Okay,
Ray
yeah.
for free and kill it, like you're actually in
that's
such
good
an
for you.
amazing
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. And then you just discard. Yeah, makes sense.
Wow, pitching Fox. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
And as I
Oh,
mentioned,
maybe
we're
we're
just trying to
literally
play
going
low to
for
the ground.
the.
You're trying to play for low drops, trying to have something to get on the board, try and play for points.
We're trying
But
to
then
draw
we're
with Zon.
accelerating Kaisa here. We're not accelerating her. Okay.
Yep.
You can't accelerate her.
There's no point in accelerating.
You don't have
Kaisa.
enough.
Wait, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
no.
He doesn't have enough. He does have enough.
No,
Oh,
you don't have
to
enough
keep
to
smoke
accept.
screen up. Sure.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
meant.
Yeah, but like, also there's no point. You're at 2 points, right? Like you can
Yes.
keep looking for the double scores throughout the game.
Mhm.
Also, you somehow, I think, maybe there's technical issue or something. Rain on the roof, but we just started with one less room, so.
Oh, did he pick up a
kinda
bloom
wanna-
off the top? He found his best friend Dead Bloom.
Scripting, literally. No?
You found his best friend Dead Bloom? No, okay. Fey Folk. Oh, Fey Folk accelerated, but this can get blown out by the smoke screen.
Yeah.
I say blown out, but you're still gonna draw a card in round 2 Rin, so it's really not that bad for the U player.
It's insanely good for Kaisa here if we
It is
smoke
really
the
good for Nessa.
for Dead Bloom, the thing.
We're
But I don't think
we're
we.
going to 4, saving the whole pool.
I think he is gonna go to the other one.
I think you might be right. I was actually thinking the same thing. Like, does he just go to the...
He's
Oh,
risking
wow.
it. He's risking it. And he's
Yeah,
gonna
you
get
get
one out.
completely, absolutely shredded.
Mm.
Because Kaisa takes the point lead. We go to 4 first. We get to draw. We yeah. Huge advantage for Kaisa.
Unfortunately, you don't have an answer to the Dead Bloom if it gets top decks. But what could happen is I wonder if he ends up playing around Dead Bloom by stacking 8 on 1 and moving back on the other. To
Let's
make
see
it
what the
trick.
draw was. There's a
Ooh, I wanna see
Yordle.
it.
Because he has a
Don't
Kaisa.
quite see the draw.
It's Kaisa and Yordle. I don't know the
yeah, then you
last
can
card.
stack.
It's Kaisa Yordle, I don't know the last card.
Ooh, Mother. You can hold with Mother.
Mother.
You can present. Ooh.
He's not holding.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like holding with Mother.
I think
I
he's
think
not
you
a
play
knower
Mother and
for,
Kaisa.
for the Dead Bloom play around with just like stacking 8.
Yeah. You go back with. So here you go back with Hopeful, play Mother onto the Kaisa battlefield, and then you hold for 10.
But fortunately, this is the first time we've seen MYZ not draw the Dead Blooms. So
Mhm.
W for George. I'm curious if he has another spell that's relevant here. Because it is Sprite Mother, and then it was another blue card. He keeps flicking it, and I can't see it. I'm not sure if that's just a student, if it's a smokescreen, if it's a...
It's Mundo.
Oh, it's Mundo.
It's
It's
Mundo.
Mundo. So he found his Mundo.
Okay, then this makes sense because he doesn't want to get blown up by Dead Bloom plus maybe Disciplined On Guard. And he wants to guarantee to have a battlefield to stack the Mundo next turn. So this makes sense. Now, how big is the Mundo right now?
It's decent. It's
No.
not giant, but double Kaisa kill,
Yeah.
with charm.
It's probably somewhere around 12, 13.
Stacking 8 would have somewhat played around
He
this
stacked-
if you backed off the hopeful. You'd have been able to beat this as well as Devlin, but I don't have his 40. I just know he's a lot lower to the ground. Like a lot more tempo oriented. I think the Mundo is a 1 of. I'm pretty sure maybe he went up to 2, but last we talked it was a 1 of. But we spoke a few days ago, and George has tended to make a lot of like last minute changes for these tournaments, so very likely a few cards off of what I think he's on.
不是那么大了。主要这张牌感觉在打剑圣的时候，其实作用没那么大啊，因为它最低战力在战场上也是4嘛，只能说，战场开放。
Obviously, but we do need to go to 6 if we can. I do think it's important.
而且现在对方手里还留了2费。哦。
I don't think we can. Okay.
Also another if it is interesting because okay 5 oh it's massive, it's 19. We could have backed off the hopeful last turn to get another Zon trigger this turn.
Yeah, hopeful should have backed off this turn.
Yeah.
I mean last turn.
Yeah.
And Mother should have blocked Spit. This is still a very, very, very good spot for Kaisa.
George winning the game. We're in a winning position 2 turns down, but there's Dragon now. He does have mana for Dragon.
Dragon still Yi as options, but trying to break through this Mundo is really tough. He has to set up to try and break through Mundo on like a future turn. So it's like 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 19 on Mundo. 19 on Mundo. So it's 23 on the point. Getting to 23 is really hard for you. We actually just talked about this earlier. Getting that high is very difficult.
KU base. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Shouldn't the Yi be on the battlefield so we can
no.
Over,
just because
so we can move the Faithful back?
Yeah,
so we can move the Faithful back.
No, you want the Faithful to die, so you keep the Faithful there.
Well, you do need a way to break this Mundo. And Yi plus Dragon does not break Mundo.
Yeah.
You give Mundo one more turn. You're like...
Right. George, take your point. Focus
maybe.
the trigger of scoring a point per turn.
Okay, he has taken the point.
Mundo trigger.
I guess going first is such a big advantage that losing one rune doesn't really matter.
Well, the thing that decided this game was the Fae folk that just died.
I mean, there's also no Dead Bloom this time, right? There's like Dead Bloom would have been really tough on some of these turns. So.
Okay, so he hasn't actually. Right, so I see a Darius there.
Yeah, Darius with Sprite Mother, but also there is the yeah, he wants to see one more card. That's fine. There's also the Yordle, so you can protect the Darius from dying even to Discipline on or not. No, it wouldn't protect it from Discipline on Fae Folk, but it would protect it from the Fae Folk itself. Being at 8, it wouldn't be able to kill the Darius through the Yordle.
So, did we get punished or
Imagine
no?
positioning back to Confetti. No, it did not. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, Clark, I actually hate that ruling so much. It should never be your opponent's decision. It should just never... It should always just be, like, in the rules, or it's the judge's call. It should never be your opponent's decision. I hate it so much. Like, don't put the players in the position where they have to be the asshole to, like, get their advantage or whatever. Like, don't... It doesn't make any sense. It's so bad. But anyways, that's my little rant. That's fine. Alright, just... This is the other option, right? You just giga stack the Mundo place because you're winning on points. So you just hold forever.
I don't think he's recycled for the Darius.
I mean, I don't think these judges are gonna miss anything the judge is doing, to be honest, so...
Wait, that is definitely the second card he's played this turn.
Yeah, it is.
He swung in with Sentry, and then he... Yeah.
This isn't gonna be a long best of 3, huh? George is still very favored because of Mundo specifically. We've seen that Mundo is much better into this strategy than Time Warp. Because Ace was playing the Time Warp one, no Mundos, but we see right now that Mundo is literally carrying this matchup.
I mean, I do agree that they should just be able to know the rules at this point for the finals, right? But I do also just think that things are getting bogged down for like ordering, but it wasn't like anything was being skipped, right? It was just like ordering of stuff, and they slowed down. So curious. Also, just note, guys, that like George has said repeatedly that everyone has been extremely gracious and helpful and respectful to him and welcoming on his journey there. Like, it's not like they're targeting George. It's just there's like a communication issue that's going on that's like clearly causing some issues. He said the setup is like a little bit scuffed for him, so he's probably a bit nervous and making some mistakes. But...
I mean, on cam, like, you're always gonna...
There's just like... They're definitely not targeting George. It's not.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it happens with... I've seen it happen with a lot of other people as well.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
It's... That is not the issue.
It's not the narrative we need to have here.
No.
那这个壁垒打在这里，其实也非常的微妙。看似是2点，其实是3点。如果不是一口气去给他全部打掉的话。
Who is George, by the way? He's a dude from New York that flew to China to play these tournaments. I mean,
New York.
I can get into his history if you want. I've known him for a number of years. Known him like 8 years.
I wonder if it's more expensive to go from Europe to China or Europe to Orlando for that tournament. Is first mate enough?
Yeah,
we can dragon and send
fluently Chinese. No, he does not speak or read any Chinese. No. 0.
We can send 24 literally right now.
24 into the Mundo. Wait, how much is in the Mundo spot right now? It's what is that? 17, 21, 23?
It's 23.
And you said he can send 24?
Yeah, we can send 24 right now.
Dragon onto 612.
How do
Dragon.
you send 24?
Sorry, we can send 20 exactly.
Yeah, that's 20.
With he's just trading though, which is odd because we're making the Mundo bigger.
Yeah, I don't think those small.
You're not killing Mundo on this turn. It's just not happening.
I guess you're just hoping to.
Well, if we pulled back Faithful last turn and put the Yi onto the, I agree that it's correct to not kill him, but he could have killed him if the Faithful was back in base and the Yi was on Obelisk. Then we could have pushed both of those plus a dragon to get it to 20, and the Mundo was at 17 at the start of this turn. And we had the discipline in hand as well. So he could have. Although I agree that it was not correct to. But yeah, really tough spot for him now. Because you're gonna have to kill this Mundo next turn, and I don't see a way to do that.
They pushed to 9 on this point to continue a hold, but George gets to go up to 7. I mean, you can just try and Giga Stack on this Mundo point. Like, you can put Raven Bloom, you can put Darius. Okay. Card in hand is Sprite Mother, so that's 7 might that you get to just jam on this point. I feel like you're gonna be able to stack way too much for you to actually get through.
Yeah, I believe Kaiser just has game.
It's just a Yordle, so you get an extra card. Yordle, see what you draw.
We have not triggered Mundo yet.
Oh, that's double Sprite Mother. You can just put 14 onto the Mundo point.
We haven't triggered Mundo though.
What do you mean?
Maybe they just didn't take the counters.
He absolutely triggered Mundo. They did it first. They did it first. They just didn't take the counters.
Yeah, they just forgot to take the counters. Okay. I was worried we were gonna have another 10-minute judge call for that.
I mean, how can we? If you literally put everything there, how do we?
Yeah, Yi is not a deck that can get through that.
No, not that much. There's just no way, because we already have 25 on board. unless it's primal, but we haven't seen. I don't know if you've told George that there's no primal in that E.
Even double primal here.
They don't run primal.
That's true. We never
but
saw
like
primal.
even in theory, double primal is only 23, and we can very easily get above that.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're already literally above that.
You're putting 14.
This is already 24
with the mothers.
Yeah, put everything, including Darius and the students.
Another mother.
I mean, hello.
30.
I think
37.
If Yi beats this spot right now, then I won't play a single other legend than Yi.
Yep.
This whole set, there's just no combination of possible cards. Well.
So this is another card that the like other Kaisa decks are like have cut, right? Is Sprite Mother, but we were playing two, because it's a lot more tempo oriented, right? This is all this version of Kaisa is all about scoring fast. It's literally just tempo Kaisa. This is basically like going back to some of the earlier lists. This is like
literally my old version.
Extremely close. Like, and it's just adding Mundo's Warren, because I think Mundo plus Warren is like really good addition to that deck. And like it's the deck that I talked about with Alan ZQ, which I believe like Kuvi, like I'm sure you've worked on the deck with Alan as well, like back then. So like it's pure tempo Kaisa, no greed, no filler, just good cards. Like it's Western Kaisa actually.
Yeah,
it's Western.
It is Western Kaisa.
He is playing Western Kaisa in the finals. Yes, this is the final.
Yep. And George is about to win it. The only possible combination that would even do it would be like Warwick Flurry. That's the only combination.
Oh my god.
The win down an obelisk. Yeah, Warwick Flurry would win, but like nobody's playing that because nobody giga stacks in like any deck right now. Like that combo is really strong if there's a meta where like people are giga stacking and you need to do that, but
makes a lot of sense. Like I would expect him to have if he's on. You said he was on.
Oh wait, we get to see the sideboard here. Okay, Mundo, Koro, and Retreat. What do we have? Okay, at third Darius, an extra Smokescreen and a Cleave. Okay, so it's not a greedy sideboard at all. This is like it's still heavy tempo, just some additional ways to deal with some of the bigger things. And NYZ is actually taking out a couple dragons, maybe recognizing that this is a much lower to the ground, faster playstyle, and it has an MF in the board. We haven't seen this misfortune the entire time come in from the sideboard.
Yep, this is the first we've seen it.
Yeah, the Mundo is just in for your game 1 with Zon. The Mundo is a lot weaker when you don't have the Zon. I think it's potentially still playable, but it is just significantly weaker when you don't have the Zon Worms.
Yeah. And what significantly is like 3 or 4 might less, but those 3 or 4 might is usually the are usually like the deal breaker against E, just because his breakpoints are so rigid. Like if you put anything above, like if the Mundo's like 20 or 30, it doesn't make as big of a difference compared to if the Mundo is 15 or 20.
Yeah, I'm also curious if he loses this game if he'll bring Mundo back in, because it's possible that with this go tall Yi, you actually just kind of like the Mundo is just a win con that you maybe need. Lev, it's actually so sick. Did you see Oh my god. Did you see the guy that had a what was the game 2 Kuvi? We talked about this yesterday. It was like game 2. They had their sideboard was tech just for that battlefield. It was like they brought
so it was the hell was it? The one that when you discard, right? It was a discard thing.
Was it
right? Wait, it was not.
Now I can't remember. There was a guy that was playing a deck that he had, like, he brought in a sideboard that was exactly specifically for that battlefield. And I cannot remember what it was. I'll have to look back on day 1. My brain is too cooked, dude. It's been 2 back-to-back days, 10 hours. I only slept for like 5 total hours, broken up between 4 and 1 because I played that Gundam tournament. It's cooked. Let's just watch George win this. Take it home.
Yeah, George got this. Well,
Yep. Going back to the game, George has missed his 1-drop. He did not play unit turn 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yi with the 2-drop into Kiana.
Alright, let's go game 3.
Which, wait, which means we didn't push with the clockling then.
Correct, we did not.
So we did
not
which
push
makes sense.
George was just holding up a bunch of runes. You might as well just pass and let him flip the runes.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, Kiana can never touch that void battlefield, so we can all agree on that.
Fortunately for Yi,
So
you probably want to go to Godwillows.
Yeah, anyway. So you start with Kiana into the Godwillow. No.
MYZ says no, Kuvi. MYZ says he does not agree.
Well, and wait, where's my notebook? My notebook is out, and I'm trying to learn. I want to learn.
Because I mean, he has discipline up. He has, so this can't die on this turn by running in because you can just discipline in response to this. And George says, you know what? You have a spell. I will wait.
I actually agree with this. Pushing out the wood gate because if you push with if we do it the other way around, this keeper would just die to this X-ray, or we would have to commit the second discipline to actually save it. And he clearly does not want to do that. So
I would love for this keeper to die to X-ray. Please kill keeper with X-ray.
George knows that the Hex-Ray is not going to kill. It is just going to bait out a card, and so he doesn't cast it into the Ghana instead because he doesn't want to pay the deflect cost. But he does want to trade. He wants to trade his Hex-Ray for a card. So I like this a lot.
I think this makes more sense with first mates.
I think missing this early drop for a deck is for this deck from George is really, really bad. I think it's gonna be a struggle to come back after missing your 2-drop. Like, you actually need point velocity. You need to shut down this E before it gets too late. Especially with siding out the Mundo, you lose a lot of the later equity.
We win game 3 anyway, I'm pretty sure. But I didn't see the first mate. I think the first mate is literally the only thing that changes this play. My point was, Kiana, I don't think Kiana can stay on Void Gate. It's just not feasible. And she didn't. And I'm okay with that.
I love these hopefuls though. I think 3 hopeful has looked really nice. I think it's 3. Might be 2, but I think it's 3.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, we talked about 3. He likes 3. I like it as well. It's good for the mirror.
Hopeful is a broken card. 2 mana 4 mates, hello.
Faithful, Clanker Center, Discipline, Keeper, Kiana, and the last card didn't quite catch. Might be a Portal. So not a lot of top end yet for Yi, but he's probably going to draw into it. Might just drop a Faith Hook in the back this turn. Or maybe he wants to go aggressive.
Yeah.
We'll see. But with Kai's having 2 up, might just not want to risk it into a Smokescreen, because he does not have a Defy. So we're probably just going to see him play... Yeah, Faith Hook in the back, and it's just going to be a pass. Yep. Makes a lot of sense. George does get a draw to bail out his... Yep. George does get a draw here to bail out his kind of, well, it's not a bad hand, but he does
draw for Godwillow? Yeah, oh, they're telling him he missed his Godwillow trigger?
Are we not gonna
draw
an additional card?
Yeah. They're saying he missed his Godwillow.
Not again. Yep. Like Cleave, Void Seeker, Smokescreen.
Stuff. I mean, they're just really enforcing the exact order that you have to do things, I guess. So George just has to lock in and do things in order, because like now it's just known that it's happening, right? So.
And Dragon was the draw, so he's definitely going to be able to push next turn. that being MYZ.
Did he even draw for turn? I didn't see him draw for turn, but
I believe he did.
Yeah, we did. I think draw for turn.
He needs to draw after
the groove.
No, you. Yeah. The order is well, it's awaken, like it's A B C D, right? So awaken, beginning phase, which is when scoring happens, also, and then channel, and then draw.
Yep.
So you draw for the battlefield first.
Yeah, and then so you awaken, then draw,
and then you draw again.
Draw again.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he just has to lock in and do it, right? Like there's nothing else to it at this point. I mean it sucks. I don't like this kind of enforcement, but this he just has to do it. It's known at this point. All right.
Okay, Smokescreens to discipline.
So currently it's a tie. He does have a Rune Prison, and he's got he's Rune Prison. He has. Let's see what else is here.
Rune Prison works, but then he won't be able to play Dragon. Oh no, he can't play Dragon anyways. Right? No, he can. He does have mana.
Okay.
Interesting decision point here, because he can Rune Prison, but then he can't Dragon.
Yeah, and also just letting Fey Folk die is generally okay. I mean, it's trading.
You kind of want this Fey Folk to die, however. We just said that point tempo is important, so getting to those breakpoints first is important. So maybe not letting Kaisa get to 4 first is important.
Well, we are getting to 4, right? That's the thing. Like, with this first mate is scoring.
Yeah. Not guaranteed.
So we are, well, more if
we don't have a single
dragon,
discipline or...
We can Dragon, if we want to.
You want a Dragon just to be able to push a thing? I would clock,
no,
maybe clocking.
Oh no, you don't want to.
Big development
we have
turn.
Cookie, I think.
George is only on 3. I think you can just develop really heavily, and you can still score to 4.
We didn't. Okay, we didn't Pookie, interesting. Pookie pushes it out of Ray range, right? We have no way of protecting it from Ray?
Yep.
Maybe I'm missing something.
No, we don't.
Kiana, you might even just play something else, though he does like to float like 2 to 3 runes a lot. There's nothing to really float at 4, so you could just full develop, but
yeah,
we've seen him very frequently just float runes here.
Do we have a kneeling or no? I haven't.
I don't think it's not in the hand, but it's also possible that he. Oh, he didn't bring it in because we saw the sideboards, right? He decided to leave it.
One,
smart.
Didn't he?
I'd have to rewind. I thought it was.
There was MF on yielding and.
Okay, if it was unyielding, then yeah.
What was the last one? I'll check.
Yeah, I just remember the MF. I know he took out dragons. Took out green dragons.
And yeah, 2 green dragons and an on guard.
We thought we actually draw the Ray off the Wood Seeker. Interesting. The sentry is not gonna do much, sadly. Ray doesn't really have a good target apart from... Oh, we have double sentry, that's kind of slightly awkward. I like going back. Yeah, because that way you can like use all your resources as in Ray and Stupefy to protect the... Try to protect the Kaisa if you can.
MF Rune Prison unyielding with the sideboard.
Yeah, we just top decked unyielding.
Yep, there's the unyielding. That answers the question. Now it's in the hand.
Literally. Yeah, he has the tools. And a lot of mana to use those tools, so of energy. I need to start using energy instead of mana, huh? Maybe.
Yeah, this game is looking really cooked for George. He just has one card left. It's like pretty much just done. Way too many resources for you.
Well, he does have double sentry, so he's drawing up.
Yeah,
he's drawing two, but he's still behind. Just
closing the game, it's gonna be a big struggle.
Yeah, I don't know that he really can. Like even like any two draws that we're talking about here, like I don't think are actually getting there. Like even I mean he took the Mundos out, right? So but even in this spot, I don't know that Mundo is actually even saving you. Alright, Pookie onto Kiana to play around Stupefy. Plus, just get the positive trade. Because you have the stun anyway. Back this up.
Smart.
Looks like it.
And we need to cycle. We need to not.
He's going to dragon.
Oh my! You're saying this Kiana is getting in.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not doing anything else. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for sure.
He likely took the Mundo out because the main goal of this version of Kaisa is to be a lot faster. It's a lot more aggressive, very tempo oriented. Mundo is just like a big fat holder that's very good on your Zon Warren's game. It's possible he'll bring it back in, recognizing that Mundo gives an additional win condition. However, it is possible that it is supposed to stay out, and you are just supposed to be playing all the faster cards. This game was a little rough because he missed his early drop. So I think he missed like a good amount of early points that he should have been able to get. Because really you should be knocking on the door of getting your 8th point towards this point of the game. The scary thing is game 3 is going to be aspirants.
Yep.
Any reason why that poor is 5 minutes or? Oh, okay.
What's up?
Is there any reason why that poor is a 5 minute blocker?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, needs to be. It's very important that it is.
I guess he's going to get his draws here off of the. There was a Darius, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like he put third copy
There's
in
not bad
because it was part of the sideboard.
But Darius probably won't do it.
No, but I mean, I don't personally see an out, honestly. Even with Watcher draws, and I don't really see it. Because you have to hold. If maybe he was at 5, you can probably have a pretty good chance. But
this is 4 versus 5. So that is the Conqueror George. Holding into a Dragon, Pookie, and 5 cards is yeah, not very likely.
we can trade Darius into Kiana and then put another sentry there.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah, you can't stop the double conquer really. With just a smokescreen.
or you hold the other battlefield. Maybe.
I was actually thinking Smokescreen, Stupefy, Kiana, and then trade both sentries into it. That way you get to see like all the cards. But yeah, either way, if there's like any cards of the side of you next turn, then it's just probably not going to work. But it does clear. And you get to see all your cards.
Well, this already smokescreen in hand just loses on board to Master Yi.
Yeah.
Like you just play RNG and the game's over here. So this is gonna be a game 3 angle.
Okay, hype game 3. We don't lose a draw, we don't lose a ruin. We got this.
Yeah, he's gonna scoop right here. There's just nothing he can do. I mean, I guess there's a world. No. Yeah, you just scoop. So game 3 is aspirants versus. George doesn't like Reavers at all. What did he do for his third battlefield? Okay, 1 Yordle out. Is it Mundo? I'm curious if it's just Mundo in. Just Poro.
Oh, it's a Poro.
Just wanting another 2 because he's gonna go first. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Just looking for another 2.
Totally.
He cannot miss the 2-drop this game. Whoa. Aspirants drop 3 2-drops because you know you're gonna go second as well. Bring in Dragon, bring in more stuns.
Genius, a little bit.
This is really, really interesting to see 3 2-drops taken out of the deck for Yi because the Aspirants game gives you more space because of the extra point. So you do not want to brick on too many 2s that just get Falling Star, that just get killed. You want to be finding the big threats that Kai'Sa cannot deal with. And then ways to protect
also,
them.
he does have First Mate, right? So I would actually assume that his turn 1 play numbers are the same, going first with all those 2-drops and then going second because with the First Mate added in. So I assume that's why he does it.
It is Targon, okay. Nice.
Final game, grand finals, Chongqing Regional Open. George has made it against MYZ. Tempo Kai'Sa versus Ramp Yi.
Amazing hand.
Amazing.
A great start. This is exactly what you want. Exactly what you want.
Yeah. I believe that might be a Hextech Ray. Yeah, that's a Hextech Ray, a Void Seeker, hopeful.
See what MYZ is working with.
Oh, not as good.
Top decks the turn 1 though, finds the First Mate. He was missing one, it was going to have to be Zanya's, but ends up finding a First Mate to play.
Yep. We can actually develop a 2-drop here and keep mana for Void Seeker. Wait, what are we?
What's happening here? I don't believe he has another 2-drop. His hand right now should be Cleave, Hopeful, and another Hopeful, and then Ray Void Seeker.
Yeah,
So I don't
very
think
aggressive
he
hand.
actually has another 2-drop.
Oh, okay.
But you can just do this in Rip. You can either Rip Hopeful or Rip Kai'Sa, and it's completely fine. I think ripping Kai'Sa in the back is really good, and then you just go back up to 2 runes.
You don't want to like just you definitely want to utilize this Targon's Peak. The other option here was to send Sentry into the other battlefield, and you pass, so you can have Void Seeker and Ray mana, so you Ray the First Mate. But I think it's like too risky and too clunky if the E just decides to either go to a different battlefield or just stack in the back.
But we
It does give you the choice.
We are Tempo Kai'Sa. We need to get units on the board, scoring points as fast as possible, especially on this Aspirant's climb.
Yeah, if the Sentry went to Aspirants, this would have been interesting, because then you would have had the choice. Does he want to go to Targon's and get the Targon's trigger, or does he want to go to Aspirants to stop the point? Whereas this, he's taking the Aspirants and letting George hold, so George can't actually trigger the Targon's next turn.
Yeah, we're still in based on the hands. I'm still betting on Kai'Sa. Like Kai'Sa favored based on how good the hands are.
This can be Cleave on Kai'Sa. That does tie with a on guard. This can just be start with Void Seeker and just see what it is.
I like Cleave first, so maybe that you bait them out into using Defy, and if they do, then your Void Seeker actually goes. Yeah, this is really good.
Sure. Yeah.
Void Seeker goes through, and you actually get the draw from it. which is really good. So here, you probably the 5 behind is bad. So you force the 5 here, yeah. It's exactly right. Yeah.
And then you just get to Void Seeker this into a Hopeful, which is so good.
It's amazing. Amazing start. Huge point leads. We have the cards, we have the draw. The Mastery doesn't have enough.
Hopeful blindness as well.
Yeah.
This looks really good for George.
You're just gonna get to draw a bunch of cards here, which is perfect. Go to 3 points. Everything that this deck wants to do in this matchup is happening for George right now, which is really great. He needs a lot of extra cards because you are going to get 2 for 1, right? You are gonna it is gonna happen throughout this game. So you need to find as much draw as possible. I love moving back. I think it's really good. You don't need to draw off this Sentry yet, and actually that one can actually be very relevant.
Oh yeah, it is already on the board, because if we push with the first mate into Dagon, for example, you can push Hopeful with Sentry, and that's already 5 into 5.
That is, he's gonna have to pass this turn. MYZ. He does. I believe he doesn't have
a unit to play. I know it looked like there were 2.
Zanya's double Fate Folk, and I believe the last one was I saw 2 orange recycle costs, so I believe it was a Dead Bloom, and he's on 6, so he can't actually play the E. So yeah, it's just going to be a Zanya's pass.
Completely bricked this game.
So up.
We're not even gonna utilize this Targon Speak because we have literally nothing in hand to use.
Well, I mean, this is the other thing, right? So he took out the 3/2 drops to play for like this higher cap, which I'm sure works when the Kaisas are not able to like set up these breakpoints as fast, right? They're actually just bullying you, scoring as fast as possible. Right, and this is the benefit of being on tempo Kaisa. It actually can get underneath this E list, whereas some of the other Kaisas that are a little bit more greedy to try and beat each other can't really deal with this. So
I think George is
George does have Falling Star in the deck. Yeah, he just has not drawn it.
Judge call? I think he drew before, he channeled before he drew or something like that.
No, you're supposed to channel before you draw.
I'm sorry, he drew before he channeled. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple things I guess that happened. MYZ missed the Targon trigger. That's one thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't. It doesn't matter. To George, it I guess could. Like talking about Primal plus.
Oh, was it just because he didn't ready his other Kaisa in time? We'll see. It doesn't. They're just making sure that things are being played cleanly. It's fine. I'm sure it'll come back and everything will be okay. But George has a huge lead in this game. MYZ has the Dead Bloom. He's been the Dead Bloom magnet, but this time he's flooded with the Fey Folk as well. And there is this potential stabilization point for the Yi, like we see with Aurora decks. This is kind of where we can compare it to Tempo Kaisa versus Aurora. Plays in a very similar way, where you're just trying to hit your breakpoints immediately and push the Aurora deck to have to deal with you at basically double conquer game point as quickly as possible. And it's the same thing here with Yi, where Yi is going to be able to outvalue you with the Dread Blooms, and it's going to be a head and ramp with these Fey Folks later. But George is going to be able to push to that breakpoint, and then he needs... It's a timing thing. You need to draw your Watchers and draw your Darius's at that time to just slam the door. You cannot give the Yi enough time to fully stabilize, get the Dread Bloom online with energy backing it up. You have to be able to just shut the door immediately. And he's got, so in hand, I think he's got a Watcher and a Smokescreen, which are 2 key cards for this matchup for when you're actually trying to slam the door.
Hopeful, Watcher, Stupefy, Sentry, and the Smokescreen in his hand right now. Top deck Ray. Yeah, I mean he has all the tools that he needs to close this game.
Western Kaisa doing its magic. The decks. Yeah, we're just going way too fast for this year to catch up.
You just go to 5 here. You bring the Kaisa back even.
We can. Yeah, you bring Kaisa back just because of Dead Bloom, or Dead Bloom, I mean the dragon, or you send in the hopeful
but
and
I don't
hold.
think he's gonna do it. Yeah, I don't think that's a play line that he's looked at. I talked about this in the last series with Ace, where that feels of like a very practiced play line. When I think about the Dead Blooms, I don't think like stacking 8 there is actually like, it feels really scary. That doesn't feel correct. It feels really foreign to do that as Kaisa, when generally like the thing that's been ingrained in your brain when playing around Dead Bloom as a Kaisa player is to just back off, to just like seed the battlegrounds and then go back in. So I don't blame George at all. This is exactly like how I think like I would play it as well, because I don't realize that tech, and it works so well for Ace when he did it that now I'm like, oh my god, when I play against this like ramp E, that's what I gotta do. But it's not something that I would have had in my brain initially.
For sure. We don't even have any like big thing to push here. We just, I mean, we will be able to hold both battlefields and keep mana up.
But
I think we have a trick.
Out and the Watcher is here. There's tapped out, Watcher is here. There's actually even just a Ray to get through this. You might be able to get through this turn without even using the Watcher. I'm curious if Watcher or Smokescreen is a better card to sacrifice to just try and go to 7. But George goes to 7 here with board.
Yeah, I don't. You don't have to play Watcher accelerated. You can play Watcher in the back, so you just have the units, and then the Faithful goes to 5, and then you push in Sentry Wits.
Yeah, looks like Targon was forgotten. Looks like Targon was forgotten, and I mean, Targon's Peak is a way better battlefield for Kaisa if your opponent just doesn't take the triggers, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, first thing we do is go with Kaisa and draw. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Just see what else you got. He just pulled Darius. He's finding every single card for the top end at the perfect time. Right, this is exactly what you want.
Darius is really good.
He has Darius, Watcher, Smokescreen. This is every single tool.
We see what George is gonna get right here.
There's his prize. That's what he drew off the top with this Kaisa here.
Literally. I drew an MF. Interesting.
感觉就像这个攀升长阶一样，现在一步一步已经攀上来了。对，一脚一脚已经踩在了这个阶梯上。3脚。
What do we draw? Fallen Star? That would be insane. Hello?
It is a
Fallen Star into Tasty? You just...
A lot of things.
Yeah, you get to save everything else if you get Falling Star, which I think is the most back-breaking card, and I think that's what he drew.
You use it now, because you want to use it under Unyielding for sure. So you use Fallen Star, you put Darius in the back, and then next turn you have Fox plus...
Deciding against it, deciding to play Fox.
I don't know if I agree with George here, but this is, I mean, I think he's in such a great spot that any ordering of this is going to work. I'm also wondering if he wants to keep the Falling Star with this Smokescreen and is going to try and use it in combination just to clear the way on the next turn.
Yeah, but we want to get it under Unyielding.
Of course.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, I don't think there's any combination of cards here of plays that George can do that.
He might just want the Smokescreen for this turn. I presume that's the.
Well, it wouldn't have been a Smokescreen line. It would have actually just been Falling Star and nothing else, or you develop the Darius.
Yeah.
So this is still like Dead Bloom is the best option that he has. I mean, George can just hold if it's Dead Bloom. This is just, there's nothing to come back here. George has this. There is no way for you to actually take this down.
No combination of cards here again.
Yeah. Because
I think DE knows it.
Even if it's Dead Bloom plus Charm to try and finish things off, George has the Smokescreen. There's no way that you can get over this.
We won with one less rune game 1, one less card game 2. I mean, we didn't win game 2, but the point still stands.
Yeah, the royal we, Kubi. We are George.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Kubi thinks he's on the team. I'm kidding.
Kubi's there with him.
Wow. When I associate with the E, it's a problem. When I associate with the Kaisa, it's a problem. I just have to... never associate with any legends.
All right, I'm glad that he really locked in on this final game. I think he recognized that, hey, if I don't if I don't just play clean, then problems happen, or if like I do anything out of order. And he really locked in and played. The draw was gifted from the gods for this for the Tempo Kaiser deck. This is exactly how you want this deck to draw up. But there's so many cards that could replace other cards that he drew and still have the same outcome, which is why this deck is so consistent and so strong. And yeah, Jamie, MYZ also got boomed, right? He misses two Targun's Peak triggers. One of them might have actually mattered a little bit. So it's judges have been.
Are they gonna tell him to run?
To run for he's gotta make it to stage in time. Come on. This is a great event.
There he is.
Go George, run George. So that's awesome. I mean, great finalists. George gets the W.
Congratulations.
In Chongqing.
Congratulations, George.
Played really well. I like the shirt as well. Based everything. And this is not. Is this his last tournament in? Or is he doing the last one?
He's gonna try and play the last one, yeah. But we'll see. He got a win.
Well.
You know, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Do you think he understand what the commentator is saying right now to him? I don't think so.
She's speaking English, Kubi.
Oh.
Hello, I'm George. I traveled here from an area around.
You might want to unmute the stream.
And I want to say thank you so much to all the Chinese Runeterra fans and everyone I've met here. Everyone's been so kind to me and patient with me. So I wouldn't have won today if the Chinese audience wasn't so welcoming to me. So I want to thank everybody a lot.
Yeah, she speaks both languages. I think I've seen her do TFT in the past.
Okay, my bad. I got lured into thinking judges. I mean, the person that accompanied the judges was gonna accompany him throughout the whole thing. Congratulations to George. That was really cool.
So excited of winning the title here. So how do you feel about winning the title eventually after these 2 competitive match days here in Chongqing?
I've been playing card games for 3 years, and I've never won a large official event. I win some small ones, but never in a large official event, and I'm so excited to have won. It was very stressful playing on stage, and but I had a great time, so I'm really happy.
Yeah. Good work, George. Good work. We'll be having an interview with George pretty soon. The plan was to talk to him on Monday, I believe. So we should have something out relatively soon. It's funny, we were going to do the interview a few days ago, and I talked to George and I said, let's wait until after Chongqing and see how you do. And you picked up the win, so it's going to make for a better interview, I guess, now that he's won.
In the title.
So that'll be great. Really proud of him. He's definitely worked really hard, and honestly, just the guts to just fly out there is awesome.
I think I'm gonna go for some
hard work always pays off.
Yeah. I've been persuaded about it. I just want to quickly say thank you to everyone I met at the card shops all across China. Everyone was essential for me getting practice, and every store I went to was so welcoming of me. And I just want to again show my appreciation for the people I've met here.
It's a good interview from George.
I mean, such a good experience, to play in game stores and country that you don't know that much and stuff. It's really cool. Definitely something that you remember forever. Slightly different than winning a tournament in your own city or country, right? It's way cooler.
There's always this added prestige when you go international and you win there.
Yes, you can stay here because you can wait for a second because we have top 8 players here. We're going to give them a run, so you can just stay here for a second.
Okay.
We're going to, you can stay here. Yeah. 那现在为我们的冠军选手进行参赛之后，本次我们的赛事上也有非常多优秀的选手脱颖而出。
They're gonna get the top
George
8
doesn't
photo.
want his prize.
Congrats to George. Everybody, if you're here for the first time, welcome. Thanks for coming with us on this journey, watching the co-stream of these events. It's been a lot of fun. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel. We make a podcast called The Winning Point every single week. where we talk about all things Riftbound. We also have a show called Battlefield Breakdown that pretty much goes over all the tournaments from the week, coming up with stats, and then also showing all of the deck lists from top 8 performers, featuring them. Usually that's hosted by Blevins. The podcast features myself, Pastry Time, Charmer, and Blevins as well. We'll have plenty more content, including interviews. We'll have one with George coming out relatively soon. It should just, I think, probably within a week or so that we'll have an interview with George coming out. And we'll also have plenty of other video series that we have planning. So please drop the sub, go follow us on Twitter. The links are in the description. But thank you all so much for watching. We can enjoy the award ceremony of George winning. But until then, it is going to be the next regional in Hangzhou next weekend. I'll be here again. But yeah, love you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks Megan and Kuvi for hanging out with me all night.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anu, for Charmer, for everyone else who stops in. It's always been a great time, and once again, congratulations to George. Congrats to Ace for another top 4. Congrats to MYZ with an amazing performance. That Yi deck I think is going to be everywhere, and people have to watch out for it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out.